Welcome back to my channel. I'm Amanda, and today I'm going to play with my counterfeit kit challenge and series 19 for Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. Today is from Lisa Cuneo, who is at my scrapbook table with this sketch, and I am going to do a massive flip. So I had these 4 pictures picked out, but this trip we did a little bit of a hike. It was a hike. We went to Johnson Canyon in, in Banff National Park. And we were staying in Canmore and camping and did this day trip. So these are right by the waterfall with the kiddos. The one with their backs to me is when we were looking at the stream. I'm going to switch that photo out after I'm done the layout because I realized we're at Johnson Canyon, which is a beautiful waterfall, and I have a waterfall picture, and I didn't include one of the waterfall pictures. So yeah, that's fun. So I swap the 2 of them there and put that one on the inside of the flap, and then I add a waterfall picture to the front here. So what I'm doing first is I'm making basically an 8 by 10, just a little bit bigger than that because 8 by 10 is what the photos work out to be. So I think it's 8 1/4 by 10 1/4. And then I'm just going to put them all on here. And then I'm going to make an underneath piece and flip it up. So I was thinking about using that heart piece that's beside me that's in the green. That's from Tracy Reed, Anywhere But Here. But I was going to lose too much of the hearts to use it like this. So I'm not going to. And then this flower piece has tickets on the back for my base page. And it came from a circus themed pad of paper. I'm not sure what it's called anymore. I've had it forever, but I thought it was really pretty and really complemented the colors that my kids are wearing. So I'm just going to trim the little bit of this off, and I am amazed at myself because I did a grid without using my T-square, which is kind of amazing. So I'm just going to line this up. I'm going to use the T-square now, but I actually had it pretty good and then pretty good. And yeah, but I'm going to get it on for that part. I just wanted it centered, and for some reason it wasn't quite looking center, but it is. I'm not that worried about it. And then for this, I'm just going to mark with a pencil where the corner is. I'm going to cut it off in my trimmer, and then I'm going to fit it again and make sure it fits for where I cut. And so it's going to sit underneath, and then I can get another 8 pictures on this page without bulking it up too much. So I'm just lining up this piece that I want on the paper, on the background paper that hides underneath the flip. And I'm doing it so I move my paper over just like so, and that matches it up perfectly. And yay, look at that. And then, so one of these stream pictures gets replaced with the picture that's on the front. Actually, the one in the top corner, in the top part of the flip in the bottom corner is the one that gets replaced. And you'll see that in the pictures. I can't believe I didn't put the waterfall in. So anyways, just get these cut in and on. Lisa's measurements on her sketch said 4x6 and 4x4, so I'm going with that. It ends up looking a bit different than the sketch, only because they're not quite 4x6, 4x4 on her page, which is fine. Whatever, doesn't matter. This is the last one getting in. I didn't use my T-square for that either. I'm so proud of myself. That's not a usual thing. And then I'm looking for something for the top, because on Lisa's sketch, she does have a bit on top. She's got a piece of paper that's pattern and then a scalloped kind of edge. So I'm going to use this one from Tracy Reed, and it actually says Chasing Waterfalls in that text. So I thought that was another reason why I had to replace the waterfall, because we literally went to see the waterfall. So, yeah. Some days, my brain. And then I'm going to cut off just a little bit more of this top because I just want to be able to piece a little piece together a little bit easier. And that was easier than cutting one of the text in half. And then I'm just going to use a little piece on the end here. And then I'll cover up that seam with an embellishment, and you won't even know that it's two pieces. Well, you'll know because I showed you, but and then I pulled this out of my scraps. This came off of a piece of paper that I'm actually going to use on Sunday. And I'm going to fussy cut around all these little tickets, and there are 3 words in it that says explore, travel, discover. And so I'm just going to cut literally out all those circular pieces, and it was pretty small, so I had to do it by hand and I couldn't use my hole punch, but that'll work. And then on this piece, I am going to use that piece. It says here, there, and everywhere, but I wanted to work on this tag area first. So on Lisa's sketch, it's coming out from this side. I can put it right over top of the creek river here because it doesn't really lose the effect. That says vacation, I think. Yep, it does. And then I pulled out some of the sunglasses. Both kids do have sunglasses. They're not on, but they did have sunglasses, and they're pretty cute at this time. So, but they definitely have their hats. So just add some black and white twine to that sticker tag. And so all those stickers are coming off to the Photo Play Travel Log piece of paper, or sticker sheet. Not paper. I'm looking at paper. And then this piece is going on, like I said, and then just matching it up a little bit. Doop. Good. I'm just going to cut it off. And that's super easy like that. And I'm going to get this banner piece on right away. And it's going to cover up that 3rd line of text, but that's okay. I thought it was really cute. These colors look so good with what I've got going on anyway. I'm so pleased with that and how it matches. Just seeing what else I've got on my table here. And then this one over top of that seam. And again, it says here, there, everywhere. Because when they were little, we were here, there, everywhere. A little compass, and move the glasses around. Those glasses aren't going to stay there, but we'll move around again. I just thought there was too much blue beside that compass now. And so these glasses are going to go by the Explore, Travel, Discover, because I thought that'd be super cute. And then this arrow is going to point to the chipmunk she's looking at, because you can't really see that's probably a squirrel, but can't see the squirrel. So, and then this journey is going to come over top of this picture, and I'm going to put a piece of printer paper on the back to start with, but it's not sturdy enough. And then I go and add some ink to it, and there ends up being a line because it's not cardstock. And so I will redo this, but I won't show you the whole redoing it because, yeah. So just fussy cut around the sticker, and then I can peel the sticker up so I can get it to stick on it's kind of like a tabby that you can pull. And then, so then I can pull up, and then on there. And I'm going to write Johnston Canyon Hike. And then I thought that was too plain with the white, so I decided to add the ink. And then there's a line, and I'm like, ugh, yuck. Looking for cardstock, and then this is going to come off. And pull it all off, and I'm going to do that again. And so that's all glued, and then I'm going to use actual ink instead of just the stuff on my brush this time, and then it's going to go on. In the final, again, that picture that I'm adding it to is going to move locations, but same gist. And then the only other thing I do off screen too is I actually add enamel dots, because when I look at it, I'm like, I am missing something. So I know I'm missing something on here, so I'm going to do some faux stitching. And that's okay. But then I do need to look at what else is going on. So another sticker. Oh no, it's probably okay. And those I think will get lost. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. So I'm like, yeah, okay, maybe that's done. And then of course I turned my camera off, and then I'm like, no, I do really want to add some enamel dots. And then I do change that picture that is my thumbs on right now. I change that for the one on top, and then put a waterfall one in. But there's enamel dots and those kind of things in my close-ups, because that sometimes happens. And I just feel like those enamel dots just finished off quite a bit more in those places. So if you loved how this came together today, I would love it if you liked, subscribed, and shared some crafty love in the comments below. Blogs, playlists, and links that I have used and are working with are always shared in the description box below. Oh, look at them. So cute. And then that's it opened up. And there's the top. So thank you so much for being here. Until next time, stay inspired, scrappy, and full of ideas. Have yourself a wonderful day.